All right, have and have not fans. Now, you'll probably find that I've been making a lot of shorter videos recently just because I feel that in some cases the shorter videos are actually pretty good in terms of how well they do on the channel. I'm not just saying that in terms of, oh, this is just clickbait for you to click on because the video is monetized. It's not really that. It's the fact that I like being able to do quick videos to ask you all questions, and then the comment sections, I have to admit that I've noticed that a lot of the videos that get the most comments are generally the ones that are maybe 5 to 7 minutes or less, as opposed to maybe the 10 or 15, 20-minute videos I do. But I just wanted to ask the question. So we know that Tyler Perry's leaving for Viacom 2020. It's been over a year now since we found out that information. And I just wanted to ask you all, be honest with me. Don't look at this with just, fanboy or fangirl eyes, but if the haves and the have-nots does officially end, I'm not talking about, oh, well, the show's going to end on OWN in 2020, but Tyler Perry might pick it up on another network. I'm not asking you that. What I'm asking you is, if the show were to end in 2020, would you want the haves and the have-nots to continue on another network? Why am I bringing this up? I'm asking you the question because honestly, based off the show now, which is still doing pretty well, I feel like one thing that kind of takes the haves and the have-nots from me, I could be wrong in terms of ratings, but in terms of being like in the #1 position on Tuesday night television, I think Black Lightning is definitely a huge competitor on the CW. But I just think about the fact that the haves and the have-nots has lost quality ever since the first couple of seasons due to the fact that Tyler Perry has been working on various other projects that he hasn't been able to give his baby, the show, the same level of attention and development that he was during the early days. If Loving You Is Wrong, Love Thy Neighbor, him being in various movies and other projects and plays, is not the haves and the have-nots isn't the same anymore. That doesn't mean a bad thing, but in terms of quality, it has been lacking, especially in storylines. Now, what I want to know is, if the show was to be revived on another network, would you want the show to come back? Because I think about how The Game was canceled on the CW after season 3, and then BET picked it up. But to be honest, The Game, in my opinion, was at its peak during seasons 1 and 2, because those seasons had me rolling. I loved it. Season 3, they decided to change up the camera angles and things like that, and to me, it didn't have that same flair. Like, I enjoyed season 3, but not like season 1 and 2. And then on BET, I think I watched like the first couple of seasons, so that would be season 4 and 5. But then after Melanie and Derwin left the show, I just wasn't into it anymore. I do know that Tinka Sumter was playing a model like Janae or Janine or whatever her name was. I know she was dating Malik for a while, but yeah, I literally did not watch the last several seasons of The Game. But to be honest here, and again, since I'm doing YouTube full time, I mean, the show continuing would be a benefit for me, but as you all know, I'm doing many other projects as well on a second YouTube channel, as well as covering other media sources and Tyler Perry shows. But my fear is this: if the haves and the have-nots does get brought back on another network, the show might not have the same level of quality that it had when it started out. And I dare say the show might actually be, it could be worse than it is now. Now, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer or anything like that, or just talk about, well, dang, Jeremy, for somebody who's an addict of the show and loves the show, why are you wishing it bad and stuff? What I'm saying is, I would much rather have a show that maintains quality than to have a show on the air just to have it on the air. Case in point, The Pains is a prime example. I do not dislike the show. I feel like the show, in my opinion, I need to at least see how this first season does, or at least the first half of the season, before I fully pass judgment. So far, I'm not enjoying it as much as I did with House of Pain, just because the show is dragging, in my opinion. I know that the episodes are like, what, 20 minutes long? And a lot of stuff just, I'll do another video on that itself, but the people say, hey, it was brought back because the fans kept asking for it. It's been 5 years, but people are theorizing that maybe the Pains was brought back only as, oh, Tyler Perry needs to fill out one more show on OWN before he leaves. But I don't know. I don't know. What I'm saying is the fact that he's going to be working for Viacom, working on different television shows, movies and whatnot, there's going to be a lot of things to keep him busy over on Viacom. My fear is the haves and the have-nots might continue, but with Tyler Perry being so busy on different projects, the quality of the show might decline. So with that being said, given a choice, would you rather have the show end on a high note if Tyler Perry is able to close every storyline with one heck of an epilogue or final to a series finale? Or would you rather the show continue on another network but possibly tank? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I will say this much: if the show ends in 2020, if Tyler Perry can give us a have and have not movie where he talks about the history of these characters before the series started, that would be, I would be done. Like that would be the greatest thing I can think of. And even if the show continues or if it officially ends, if he can do a have and have not movie, I would love that so much. And keep in mind, like, I wouldn't give up hope that, oh man, the haves and the have nots over, this channel's done. No. Keep in mind, I talk about all kinds of Tyler Perry affiliated projects. So obviously if he works on different TV shows on these networks, I'll have fresh material to work on. So either way, I think this channel will still survive, you know, fingers crossed, knock on wood. But with that being said, literally think before you answer. Do you want the haves and the have-nots to continue even though the possibility of the quality of the show might not be as good as it is now? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you in another video.